Good morning, team. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully this is working. So, just want you guys to jump on and have a look at the trades in which I'm doing, all live for you right now. Trading Forex. It is Friday 15, so we are live. Please do not swear. Lots of excitement in the build up to what's going to be a fantastic end to the month for everybody involved. So June and July was awesome in regards to results. June and July, and then August happened. We had a great start to August, good movements, and then a few bumps in the road, as August is a very awkward month to trade. Like, I don't know fully why, but over my experience and talking to other people as well, I can tell you that they all agree August and the beginning of September can be quite awkward with trading. So we had a couple of bumps in the road. It happens. A couple of accounts passed, a couple of accounts failed. Now what we're doing is we've changed the game up. We've tweaked a few things, and it's flying now. Here's the trade that we're in right now. Called in the Telegram group. So what we were looking at for this is a potential sell zone. I actually marked out and put in the group. I believe was on Monday. If I have a quick look back, Tuesday. Sorry. Yeah. So it might have been Wednesday actually. Yeah. So around here, yeah, on Wednesday morning, I marked this out here. Overall, we're going to be going down, I believe. The reason why is looking at the news from yesterday and the day before was very positive for the dollar. And then we have some big news coming up this afternoon as well. Pushback based on a couple of things, markets move where the markets move. Plus we had, news for China during the night. Asian session pushed us right up here. What a move throughout the night. I might have been on it, but I was asleep. Midnight, 95 pip move in gold. That's massive. So now London session is open, guys. And obviously we've called the trade out in the group. This one here. Nice sniper entry. Stops above. We ride it down. We have a couple of trades open down here. I'm not one of these that go massive lot sizes in on one trade, although that might be something I'll potentially look at in the future because of I'll be having to spend more time doing other things. But at the minute, I've got more time to look at the charts, so I'll be doing sort of like a martingale strategy, but also with snipers as well. So like a sell area here, and then a big sell area when it reaches my sell zone. Also in a DJ 30 Dow Jones US 30. This is not sure about this just yet, but it's broke out of my 5-minute line beautifully. So we put the stops and we'll see what happens. But again, both of these made huge moves up yesterday. Look at that. We caught this trade here. We caught this trade here. Caught this one, but I got out here. And then I looked for a sell here. Caught a little bit. But then obviously it rode up, hit my stop loss. So 3 wins, 1 loss yesterday on US 30. We're currently in this one right now. See where that goes throughout the London session that we're in. Excuse me. Gold as well up here, guys. I'll just run through the strategy why I looked at this. So the other day, just go back. This is the zone I marked out. Okay, supplies, supply and demand zones. Basically, what a supply and demand zone is, I'll just give you a rundown. For me, is a move up followed by a big drop down, or vice versa. A move down followed by a big move up. Throat sore this morning. We've been singing too much. Yeah, so the move up on the 30-minute candle for me, because I don't like to go too far back. What's the point? Life changes daily. You know what I mean? You don't want to look back weeks and months back. You know, I wasn't the same person back then. I didn't make those decisions, and I'm pretty sure other people won't as well. So yeah, so we go back to Tuesday, move up, drop down. So this is now becomes my area of supply. Okay, and as you can see, tapped in beautifully, and we're on sells now, riding this back down here. Stop loss above, because you know if it goes above, then it goes above. I've already taken some profits off here, because from my experience, this could come to this area, TP1, come to this area, bounce up, and then maybe go up to the next sell zone up here. But you know, and we've still bagged profits. So if it does, what happens if it hits here, comes here and bounces up here, then I'm at break even. So I've closed some profits here, and then I've hit stop loss, so not made anything, and then we'll just wait for the next area. As it goes, this is going very, very nicely, as you can see from the top. And then we'll ride it down. There's no rush whatsoever. And now US 30 is coming in nicely, as you can see. Look at that. Woohoo! Woohoo! So my strategy is quite simple. The reason why is because many people in my life has been telling me to keep things as simple as possible. So I can understand. So a 7-year-old can understand. And I didn't listen for ages. Why? Because I've been, you know, studying books, reading things, learning new languages, and expanding my vocabulary. And I thought, I want to get smart. I want to talk smart. But when it comes down to the basics, what it is like when you do, it comes down to the fundamentals and stuff. Is like, if you keep it simple, you know, mark out your zone. When it reaches your zone, get in. That's as simple as it is. How I get these zones, guys, is I'll go from the point of the high of the day. So where it's, so let's just delete these for now, right? Let's say it's Tuesday. So I'll just go back a little bit. Go back in time. Let's say it's right. Okay. Let's say it's Tuesday. Yeah. I've not marked this out yet. So we're coming down. I've marked my liquidity out for the day before. Yeah. That's the nice little spikes, just to keep it simple. And bang. Okay. Now what it's done is it's broken structure. This is structure. Okay. Because the reason why is because when it comes to this area, it goes up, comes down to this area, goes up, comes down to this area, goes up, comes down to this area, goes down. So now it's broke structure. You could call that change of character, whatever. But for me, I think change of character is a bit different. Change of character is where it's come down, changed what it does, but then come back in. For me, break of structure is a confirmed break of that structure, right? Again, I look at it differently, but I believe that's the same thing for everybody anyway. So once it's broken structure, I then go to where it was before it broken structure. Yeah, just to confuse you. This was the last push up before it broke structure. That is now my supply zone, and I drag that across. Yeah, and then I mark it beautifully. Potential sell zone. Why is the sell zone? Because we're going down. We're going down, baby. We're going down. So we're going to look for it to continue down. Yeah. Now, obviously, this is over the course of a few days. Another reason why this is my sell zone is because once this comes down, I'm going to use a Fibonacci. Now, the guy who invented Fibonacci his name was Leo Fibonacci, funnily enough. And it's just a math sequence. It's like 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 1 is 3, 3 + 2 is 5, 5 + 3 is 8, and it just goes on and on. But you don't need to know that stuff anyway. This tool is just basically you click these buttons, and then you drag it from the top, and then where you see the reversal happen, so that's reversed, you see it's going down and it's reversed to come back up, yeah? So then you drag it from the top to the bottom. And I like to look for this 0.5 area. So here's my, if you want to screenshot that, but if you want, all my things are in my academy and in my vault, all the things that I use are in my Telegram group. So I do it from the top to the bottom, and then this area here, 0.85, 0.76 area. That's my beauty. That's what I like to look for. And as you can see, the 0.85 area is in the already marked out zone. Okay, so that's confirmation number 2. This is fun, right? Okay. So now the market could continue down, but that's no problem. I'm going to give signals and stuff based on other indications. I'll explain shortly, but I'm just sharing my strategy with you. And then we just wait for it to come into the zone. Okay. Now this one, usually this goes back into the zone within the same day, and then we sell. But this actually, I think it's based on all this news over the last few days, as well as the reason why. But then if you look, we wait. Okay. Now these areas, I'll go. I'm just sharing this specific trade with you guys, but these other areas are different. Okay, I'll explain later. So we just wait for it to come to the zone, and bam, beautiful. Okay, it's in the zone. Once it's in your zone, you execute. That's the biggest thing. Is a lot of people will mark out their zones and their plan, but when it actually reaches it, they've got all this doubt about themselves. I've had it, but now I'm just like, no, this is my zone. This is what I'm doing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll have to reassess. If I just take off the replay, and that's it. We're in. Okay. Now what happened as soon as it tapped into this zone is then it moved nicely into that 30, nearly 40 pips. Woohoo! 40 pips is a lot in gold, an extreme amount of gold. Okay, now it's rejected off this first area, which is why I say to you, get out, take some profits at this area, because it can reject and then continue up, and maybe it will go to the next zone. Who cares? If it goes to the next zone, then we just get in at the next zone. But once it's confirmed the rejection of this area, it will make a big move down. Like it confirmed the rejection down here, and look at this move here. Woo! That's 170 pips, 180 pips in the space of less than a day. Right, 180 pips. If you're putting a one lot size on 180 pips in gold, that's $2,000, like in less than a day. If you're putting a bigger size on, that's 20 grand, or 18 grand, should I say, 1,000, whatever the lot size is, you times that by the amount of pips, and it's huge. Okay, so now we I see, just go back onto US 30. Now you can see the same thing. The stop loss is tight, and we drive it down. Right, these are like US 30 is ridiculous. Make a ridiculous amount of money with that beautiful stuff. And yeah, so for you guys, also just to add to confirmations as well. So I've just you can have I'll give all my stuff away anyway. Here's all my confirmations here if you want to have a look. Market structure. What's the market doing? It's going down. Yeah. So we're looking for sells. Next is the Fibonacci, which I explained. Good old Leo. Fibonacci. Drag across. Sell zone. After that, there's an indicator. You have to pay for this, but there's an indicator to show you where the volume's at, but it doesn't align with any of this, so that doesn't matter. I mean, you could use this one here, this red line, but when you're above, you sell into it. When you're below, you buy into it. Okay, basically. Again, try to keep it simple. I paid for this support and resistance, but I don't really need it. As you can see, the resistance dash line is above my my supply zone, so I'll put the stop loss just slightly above. And Lux Algo sessions tells you all the sessions, London, New York, Sydney, Tokyo, Asian sessions, and then you just mark out. You mark out where the liquidity was at during those sessions. Very, very simple, guys. It might look and sound confusing for anybody who's a beginner trader, but it's what I stick with now, and it's took me some time to master this, but it's great. And also, what this does is this helps you massively, guys, with taking losses, which is one of the hardest things to do in trading, because to take a loss is to accept that you were wrong, or the things that you had, the belief that you had about it was wrong. But it's not. Leaving losses to run too far has been a massive. It's hit me hard in the past, and many other people in the past, to leave losses running too far and to not accept that that's gone out of your zone. If this goes out my zone, I'm out. Okay. Now, I will have some leeway depending on the strategy that I'm using, but this particular one here, I'm out because I've been waiting for this for 2 days. Now it's in my zone, and as you can see, we've had the first rejection, which always happens. Most people crap themselves here. They're like, "Oh no, sell it all." No, what I've learned is you take some off. You use a bigger lot size than you wanted to if you're confident in your strategy, and you just trim some off. You take some off. Okay, and look, we just see these flying now. These are beautiful. Now, if you're watching this, I would not don't follow your own plan and your own analysis just because it's working in my favor right now live, which is great, great to see and all that good stuff. But regardless of whether this went against my, went into stop loss or whatever, into drawdown or whatever, I don't care. I'm showing you guys my plan that's been working over the course of time and has helped me pass accounts, and will continue to do so, and also build some great money on real accounts as well. So NAS would be a good one as well, guys. It's not too late to get in these, but you would be risking more drawdown. For example, stop loss here, like I would like to get in up here, but if you guys get in here, then it's still a 50 pip stop loss, which is still great considering where I believe this is going. Okay. And you can see it play out if you want, or all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, so just to share with you, I've now tweaked out the strategy, moved it around, messed about with it many times, and now it's like, yeah, it's great. We're getting to a point now where we're passing them within a week. The only reason why is because, as I showed you on my story, on my Instagram story and Facebook story, is you need to trade a minimum of 5 days. So we actually passed them within 3 days. Well, it was 2 days, but on the clock it was 3 days, like, because we needed to do it at past midnight, close one trade past midnight. But anyway, doesn't matter. That's still very, very impressive. And then yeah, guys. So yeah, but you need to trade. Sorry, you need to trade 5 days on these challenges. So how it works, just to run it through, is you pay £80. Okay, you can pay more if you want a bigger account, but you pay £80. They give you a £15,000 account. If you show them you can make 10% on that account without going too low into drawdown, then they give you, not only give you the money back, the £80 you spent, but they also give you £15,000 of real money, and then whatever profits you make on that money, you keep 90% of. Okay, and the profits, like I just explained, like for example, made 1,500 in 3 days, right? That's 1,500. 90% of that is 1,350. That's what you could make with these accounts, or more. You know what I mean? Like it could have, or no promises anyway. But I'm just saying, I'm very, very confident in this now, and like I said to everybody, I'd start sharing more when the results come in. And all I'm doing it for is because of many reasons. One is I love Forex. I do. It's awesome. numbers and charts and all that. If you don't like it, that's fair enough. If you're not a numbers person or charts, you don't really need to be. Like, there's a couple of guys in the Telegram group who don't like numbers, don't like maths, or anything like that. They just literally, whenever I post sell or buy, they just open their phone and click the buttons to copy the trades. That's it. Like, it's just about the executing, then putting in the numbers, pressing the button, done. All right, awesome stuff. Okay, guys. Well, that's me done. I'm going to. Oh, that looks nice. Looks nice for a re-entry if anybody wants to re-enter. It's broke out on my 5 minute here. Okay. And now it's broke out on here. Re-enter for US 30 with your stop loss up here. Lovely stuff. Same with gold. Both of these are in decent positions if anybody wants to continue on and take these with me. But I'm not a financial advisor. I know I have to say all this stuff. Not a financial advisor. I like trading and I like making money and I enjoy the game. So anybody who wants to jump in, get involved, then feel free. But I've just shared all my strategy with you and everything. If you just want to use that yourself and go off and make money yourself, great. But for £80, it's well worth it for having potentially 15k for yourself to trade with, and then keep 90% of the profits every 2 weeks. Yeah, awesome stuff. So let's say if you made £1,000 in 2 weeks, you keep 900 of it every 2 weeks. They pay you. It's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it, guys. Follow for more.